Welcome to PNW-TV News. In the headlines tonight. Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Kenneth Morolong, visits Taung for Freedom Month activities. Also tonight, multiple undocumented migrants are arrested at the Beitbridge border over the Easter weekend. In the business news, Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen prepares to host the G20 Agriculture and Food Security meetings. And in the sports news, Mamelodi Sundowns partners with Biogen, South Africa. A warm welcome to our viewers. This is Platinum Northwest TV News with me, Boitumelo Monare. First up tonight, Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Kenny Morolong, earlier today met with stakeholders in Taung as part of a Freedom Month outreach program. Morolong's visit to Taung forms part of a series of provincial engagements that he is undertaking aimed at strengthening government's relationship with stakeholders, enhancing service delivery, and promoting active citizen participation in democratic governance. The minister took this opportunity to engage stakeholders on the importance of the Expropriation Act, Bella Act, NHI Act, and the Public Procurement Act. In more provincial news, on Saturday, the 19th of April, Northwest Education MEC Boitumelo Monare attended the funeral of a grade 3 learner from Ramosadi. The learner from Podile Primary School in Ramosadi village near Mahikeng died after suspected food poisoning. Now, according to Northwest Police spokesperson Colonel Adele Mayberg, it is alleged that the 8-year-old girl and her 10-year-old sister began complaining about stomach aches at school around 9:30 a.m. School teachers then transported both children to a local clinic where the younger child died later that afternoon. Now, initial investigations indicated the girls had purchased snacks from a house in their village before they began feeling ill. Police investigations are continuing. In this next story, the Electoral Commission of South Africa, in partnership with the Department of Education, or Basic Education rather, will launch the School Democracy Program in the Northwest Province. With the largest proportion of unregistered voters between the ages of 16 and 19, the program aims to instill a culture of voting in young people. The program further aims to infuse civic and democracy education content into every school's curriculum. Moagisi Sebanda from the IEC explains the importance of the program.
The Schools Democracy Program is one of our flagship programs for youth, and it's a collaboration between the Electoral Commission of South Africa as well as the National Department of Basic Education. And we launch the program every year in April in celebration of Freedom Month to encourage young people to be participatory and to take ownership of their democracy. We visit schools from primary school all the way to high school, and we also register eligible learners when we do those sessions. So please look out for all the activities that will be happening this month and throughout the year at a school near you. Check out our social media pages, IEC South Africa, and let's all own our democracy.
The event will kick off on Wednesday, the 23rd of April at Temoso Special School in Ganyesa at 9 a.m. Now, more than 1,000 undocumented migrants have been arrested at the Beitbridge border between South Africa and Zimbabwe over the Easter weekend. The Border Management Authority attributed these arrests to their operations using drones. Now, in efforts to improve border management and security, the BMA and the Department of Home Affairs unveiled 4 high-tech drones to combat illegal crossings at the country's borders. The Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Leon Schreiber, made this announcement.
Today is a momentous occasion for the Border Management Authority as an institution, but also for South Africa as a country, because today we are showcasing the single biggest step forward in border management that we have seen probably ever. And it is a step that is based around our commitment to digital transformation. What you see before you in terms of the devices that we will showcase a little bit later is concrete proof of the fruits that follow when we commit ourselves to using technology in smarter and more effective ways. we have really said right from the start that using technology is the only way that we are going to make up for shortfalls, whether those shortfalls be financial, whether those shortfalls be in terms of human resources. And today we are going to demonstrate to you what we mean by that. And we are going to, I believe, send a very clear message about the capabilities of the Border Management Authority as a law enforcement entity and about the huge progress we are making in security.
Now with that, let's get the latest in international news. Tributes from around the world are pouring in for Pope Francis after the Vatican announced his death at the age of 88. Francis passed away on Easter Monday, April 21st.
Carissimi fratelli e sorelle, con profondo dolore devo annunciare la morte del nostro Santo Padre Francesco. Alle ore 7:35 di questa mattina, il Vescovo di Roma Francesco è tornato alla casa del Padre. La sua vita tutta intera è stata dedicata al servizio del Signore e della sua Chiesa. Ci ha insegnato a vivere i valori del Vangelo con fedeltà, coraggio e amore universale, in modo particolare a favore dei più poveri ed emarginati. Con immensa gratitudine per il suo esempio di vero discepolo del Signore Gesù, raccomandiamo l'anima del Papa Francesco all'infinito amore misericordioso di Dio uno e trino. Grazie.
The death of Pope Francis has triggered a period of mourning in the Vatican and signals the start of a millennia-old process of picking a new pontiff. In the interim, Cardinal Kevin Farrell from the United States has become acting head of the Vatican until a new pope is elected. The Pope will be placed in a coffin, after which he will lie in state for several days until the funeral. The funeral will be held on Saturday, as world leaders from US President Donald Trump to Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky said they would attend to honor the Catholic leader. Now, his funeral, which is expected to draw huge crowds, will take place at 10 a.m., that is 8 a.m. GMT, on Saturday in front of St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Well, let's now get the latest in business news. Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen will host the G20 Agriculture Working Group and Food Security Task Force in Durban this week. The ministry announced that these high-level three-day meetings will take place from tomorrow until the 25th of April. They will form part of a series of international discussions in preparation for the G20 summit scheduled for November 2025. The department's meetings reportedly aim to promote global food security and agricultural development, focusing on data-driven approaches and inclusive market access. Following the G20 Agriculture Working Group meetings in March earlier this year, Steenhuisen highlighted global farmers' challenges and called for enhanced cooperation grounded in Ubuntu principles of collective action and mutual respect. Now, with that, stay with us as we wrap up with the sports news. In soccer news this evening, Mamelodi Sundowns announced a partnership with Biogen South Africa, a leading premium wellness brand, which will serve as the club's official supplements partner. Now, this collaboration is set to reinforce the club's dedication to achieving optimal performance and highlights its commitment to partnering with proudly South African brands that uphold the highest standards and support the club's international growth aspirations. Sundowns spokesperson Tiane Mabunda welcomed the new partnership brokered by Rock Nation, a sports international, the club's longtime global agency. Now, the partnership will see Biogen providing all Mamelodi Sundowns players with access to their comprehensive range of premium sports nutrition and supplement products, now as well as expert nutritional guidance and support. In hockey news, South Africa maintained their strong performance at the Junior Africa Cup in Windhoek, with both men's and women's teams achieving essential victories to remain unbeaten and progress confidently toward World Cup qualification. South Africa's under-21 men beat Zimbabwe 7-1 for their third straight win, moving closer to the Junior World Cup. South Africa now has 9 points from 3 matches, with 27 goals scored and 4 conceded. Now, meanwhile, South Africa's under-21 women secured a 4-0 win over Kenya in their first tournament match, maintaining an unbeaten record with 27 goals scored. Well, that's where we leave it for tonight's PNW TV News. We will be back again tomorrow. Until then, good night.